Hello and welcome to Banter Wars for the Banter, the brand new Banter Wars series, bigger, better, deadlier and more banterous than ever before. Vice President Jim is joined by 36 new competitors, some old, some new, and they'll be vying for the title of Banter Wars champion to get their hands, their greasy, bloodied hands, on the Banter Wars trophy. Who's it going to be this year? We're back for more Banter Wars. First up, the Penetrator, the Prime Minister's very first machine. Never really lived up to expectations, but this year hopes to do much better. It's invertible, it works both ways up, it's got that deadly spike at the front. Not many want to get in the way of this one. Next up, Builder Meershed returns. He's had the lightning cloud before, storm clouds. Messes a lot with the weather, this one. This is the Picnic Perturber. Those two blades at the front act to cause a mighty storm. And it's protected at the sides by those little saw blades. One to watch out for, I feel. The Phallus Chopper Offer returns. Now it's simply known as the Phallus Butcherer. I'm not sure if robots have phalluses, but no matter what, something is bound to be sliced off by that awesome rotary blade on the front. Mario returns, after recently being shown to be one of the worst robots in all of Banter Wars. Hopes to do a bit better this time, to maybe fix its reputation. The only problem is it was built by an Italian, never known for their wars, let's be honest. Let's hope it does better than, well, World War II. Back again, Twig. This one's never really had any success. Hopes to do a bit better this time. It's got the swinging tail at the back. It's low and fast with those blades sticking out the front. It can cause a lot of damage, this one. Could cause a surprise, but with no real active weaponry, has it got what it takes to be the next Banter Wars champion? Bets are no. And lastly for this heat, the surgery table. The assistant has never built a decent robot, and it looks like he hasn't done it again here. It's just an RC car with a surgery table attached. That's about all you need to know, really. I don't think it's going to get very far, but we could be surprised. I'm hoping it's already fallen over. There's just signs. Oh dear. So we have our first 6 competitors for Banter Wars for the Banter. They will be subjected to new challenges, new arenas, and new ways to fight each other. First up is the Gauntlet. A maze so hellish that not even Satan could have imagined it in his wildest imaginations. I'm looking forward to seeing it in action. Maze is holes in the ground, big balls of steel to push out the way, bricks and ramps and all sorts of hellish goodness to get our teeth sunk into. So let's meet our competitors in the arena. First up in the arena to face the Gauntlet is the Penetrator. It has 2 routes to go down. It's got the brick walls on the left, and it's got a deadly surprise on the right. But it's going for the left, going through the bricks of never-ending nightmares. There's 2 of those walls, but the Penetrator seems to be going through them with ease. Next is the ramp, easily done. I might be surprised how many robots get stuck on that later in the competition. It's very much for those higher off the ground. Now is the maze of the abyss, and that you see is the abyss. Robots never come back from there. Penetrator's got past the first hole, gets a bit of a jolt from the electrocuted floor, and there's the box. We seem to have gotten through the maze of despair. Oh, nearly. It's just about made it through. Well done, Penetrator. Finally, the ramp up to the Banter Wars trophy. Once you pass this threshold, you've won. We just throw the trophy in there because, well, why not? Why not? It's all very metaphorical. Did well there, the Penetrator. Got through to the end. Slowly through the maze, but regardless, gets through. Well done. So the penetrator is the first through the gauntlet. A very good 47 seconds it took to get to the end. You have a minute to get through this, by the way, so 13 seconds clear of the deadline. Next up is the Picnic Perturber. How will that whirlwind set of blades do in the maze? Will it go for the brakes? Or, well, will it go for the block of bollocks? Goes for the bricks. Slowly. Not as fast as the penetrator, but it gets through nonetheless. It can blow those bricks away if it just powered up that hurricane-inducing pair of spinning blades. Gets through them anyway. Now onto the ramp. You don't want to fall off the edge of there, or I should be right back to the start. Into the maze. Oh, it is falling down the hole! Into the abyss! Never to return. Well, it will return, but I like to up the stakes. Into the hole. That's disappointing. So how far did it get? Got 50 metres to clear. It only made it 27 metres. Got to be a bit worried. A lot of good competitors coming along afterwards. Next up is the Phallus Butcherer. Phallus Butcherer. Will it use that rotary blade to slice through its bricks? Or will it go for the box of bollocks? You know why they call it the box of bollocks? That's the first thing you say when you come up to it, but this one goes for the bricks. Slowly but surely. Knocks down the first wall, the bricks of never-ending nightmares. Now through the second set. Now it's got to get up the ramp. It's got a low ground clearance, the Phallus Butcherer, and that could be where it fails here. It's stuck on the ramp. Using that Shremek to bring itself back off. Tries again. But it can't get up. Now the bricks are blocking its path. That's why they're the bricks of never-ending nightmares. It's stuck now. Stuck on the edge of the ramp. That Shremek's not going to do any good. It's being counted out now. This is disappointing from the Phallus Butcherer. That's it. Really disappointing. Got through the bricks, no problem, but you come up against the ramp, and if you're too low to the ground, you're going to suffer. Not good for the Phallus Butcherer. Only 4 metres. That is beatable. We've got 3 robots left, and I think they're all more than capable of beating that score. Turtle Hopper is next into the arena. Mario, are you still going to be the worst bottle, or are you going to proceed? This one could be interesting. Again, it's a robot low to the ground, but it's not very long. Is it going to go for the bricks or the box of bollocks? The bricks of never-ending nightmares it is. Oh, look at that pace. Should use brute speed here, and it gets up the ramp. There goes my prediction. Already beating the Phallus Butcherer. Now to come the other side of the ramp and into the maze. The maze of the abyss. Some of these boxes are electrocuted, which is what's happening now to the Mario bot. Turtle Hopper. It's not hopping many turtles at the moment, but it's doing well so far. A few electrical jumps, almost fell into the abyss there. It's coming up to the ending ramp. Up it goes. Beats the ground clearance. And there's the Banter Wars trophy. Turtle Hopper through, no problem at all. Even defeats the Banter Wars trophy. Not supposed to do that, really. Got through the bricks of never-ending nightmares. Got through the maze of the abyss. And short and simple. Sweet. Love it. Phallus Butcherer. Doctor's machine. He's going to be nervous. He's got 2 more robots left. He's only made 4 metres, and I don't think Twig is going to struggle to beat that score. It's down for the surgery table, I think, but we'll wait and see. Here's Twig. He's never really done anything in Banter Wars. He's had a few sumo competitions, and that's about it. Is he going to go for the bricks? He is going to go for the bricks of never-ending nightmares. Gets through the first lot. Gets through the second, and straight up the ramp. Has already beaten the Phallus Butcherer. Doctor is in tears in the pits. And goes down the other side of the ramp to the maze of abyss. There's a different way to the others. There's no telling which box does what. There goes one for the abyss. There goes another, and he's down. Never mind, never mind. Twig is through. It's beating the 4 metres of the phallus butcherer. Through to the next round. Just have to fetch it out of the abyss now. Doctor is going to be very, very nervous. 4 metres to beat for surgery table. A little RC car with a surgery table attached to it. This one could go either way. One of those two will be eliminated from the competition. The assistance robot this year is the surgery table. And that's it. It's a table driven by an RC car. How well does he expect to do? Which way is he going to go? I don't think he's going to be able to take on the box of bollocks. He's probably going to have to go for the... if he ever gets to the bricks of never-ending nightmares. Oh, here he goes. Turn the right way, finally. Very slow progress. Doctor will be encouraged by that, but it's through the first brick wall. Just about. It's got another brick wall and then the ramp to face. That's where the phallus butcherer got stuck. Very sluggish, very slow. This is worrying for the assistant. Can he make it up that hill? There's a brick in front of the surgery table. That's going to cause problems, and it is. Slowing down the RC car. As soon as that table tips, it's over. It's at 4 metres now, which matches the phallus butcherer. It's just got to stretch an extra metre forward. And is it about to do that? We're counting down. And that's the last push, and I think that might be enough. I think that could be enough to see the surgery table through. We'll have to wait and see. That's it. Phallus butcherer might be heading out. Well, they got through the bricks eventually after about 40 seconds. Slowest progress through them yet. Then got stuck on the ramp, but this little run here, just there. I think that could be enough. And confirmation from our statisticians, it is enough. The surgery table, 5 metres on the board, beats out the phallus butcherer. That is disappointing. We're not going to see any phalluses chopped off today. A real shame. Let's join Doctor with the Vice President.
So I've been joined by the last place contender in the gauntlet, the Doctor, or Doctor.
Hello.
How do you feel about getting 4 metres and getting stuck on the fast ramp?
Well, I don't mind really. My whole aim for today was to chop off phalluses. And though I may not be able to chop off any robot phalluses today, there are plenty others around.
Right, okay. A little bit creepy. I think we should end it there.
We say goodbye to our first unfortunate loser, which leaves us with 5 robots. We need 4 for our heat semi-final, which means we need to take one of those and chuck it in the scrap heap. How are we going to do that, you ask? Well, we're going to go to the trials. Today, we have to find out which robot is most suited to war. Because let's face it, Banter Wars is one big war. And what do you do in war? You topple the flag of the opposition in order to raise your own. And that's what we're going to do in this trial. We're going to topple the flag. Pretty straightforward, this challenge. You're in the arena, and there's a flag at the other end. In your way is our house robot, Observer Bot. So you've got to get from one end to the other and topple the A-heap of Landistan flag. It's not easy. It's not as easy as it sounds. There's the flag. That's what you've got to knock over. But the Observer Bot is in the way. First up is the surgery table. After just scraping through the gauntlet, how will it fare here? One would think you'd have to get at least more than 5 metres this time. It's already toppled over. And in comes the Observer Bot to give it a good thrust. Punishment. The Observer Bot doesn't like the weak. Likes to beat the weak up. He was a bit of a bully at school. Pushes the surgery table a bit further down the course though. That could play into surgery table's favour so long as the other robots don't do very well. I think the Observer Bot's stuck now. Throws the surgery table a bit further. It's reached about 5 metres here. Again. Very, very disappointing. But really, what did you expect? It's pathetic. It's rubbish. And now it's upside down. It's beached. 5 metres is all it's going to get. And the Observer Bot's been embarrassed as well. The surgery table's beaten the Observer Bot, of all things. Oh dear, oh dear. A bad start for the top of the flag. We didn't even see the flag. other end of the arena. Surgery table got nowhere. That's going to be easy to beat. Five meters recorded. 4 robots. They're all more than capable of beating that 5 meter score. I think the surgery table is in real trouble here. Next up into the arena is the penetrator. And there is the penetrator, looking pink. Can it beat the observer bot and get to the other end of the arena? My bets are on yes. Very durable, very flexible, and it's got a good spin. Got a lot of power as well. It's already beaten the 5 minutes of the surgery table. You don't want to go for the observer bot penetrator. You've got to get to the other end. You've got to go up that other ramp. Now being flung around, spinning like a piece of meat. It's the wrong way penetrator, wrong side of the arena. But the observer bot's upside down. That means he's out of the way. Go, penetrator, go! This is your chance. There we go. Observer bot out of the picture. There's the flag. All you've got to do is topple it over. Any time now, surely. Any time. Come on. At your own pace. There we go. Flag is toppled. Penetrator more than through. Easy peasy in the end. Had a bit of a battle with the observer bot in the middle. Spinning wildly, but got to the flag in the end. Well done to the penetrator. So that means the penetrator's definitely through to the battle stage of this Banter Wars competition. Surgery table has 3 more chances to be safe. Next up will be the picnic perturber. That one's going to do well, I think. There it is, strikingly blue, as opposed to penetrator's pink. Will it be able to blow away the observer bot and progress through to the next round? Not a pretty sight facing the observer bot. It's reached about 4. There we go. Already past surgery table. Already through. But can it beat the penetrator's score? Upside down, but it is invertible. Bit of a tussle with the observer bot. There's no need to do that, guys. You don't need to fight the observer bot. The observer bot's not happy at being left behind. Now at the flag. And I think this is going to be a good score. Flag's escape. But no, it's toppled. It's gone. Picnic perturber safely through to the next round. Blown away the competition today. Quickly down, bit of a tussle, gave up quickly and straight into the flag. Good stuff, Picnic Perturber. Things are looking a bit gloomy for the surgery table. The assistant not happy at the moment. We've got 2 more competitors, the Turtle Hopper and Twig. They'll both be hoping to record good scores here today in the Topple the Flag competition. Next up is the Turtle Hopper. There it is. Ready for action. One of the worst robots in Banter Wars. I think it's already proven its doubters wrong. It got through the gauntlet. Can it get through Topple the Flag? That's a suicide run! Straight into the observer bot. Toppled over. On its side, and that is disappointing. It can't right itself now. It's not even reached the 5 meters. Surgery table could well be going through at this rate. It's been counted out, but just like the surgery table, it has beat the observer bot, but that is awful. A suicide run straight into the observer bot. You don't want to do that. You're going out. That was disappointing. But it does mean that surgery table has progressed to the next round. It's now Turtle Hopper in danger of leaving the competition early. Twig will have to record a better score than 4 meters. All it has to do is go forward. That's all. Easy. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but Twig should do this. 4 meters. It just has to drive forward. Surely it will go through. Down the ramp, into the observer bot and through. Gets a thrust for its pleasure, but nope, it's through. There's a bit of a twirl. Again, you don't need to fight the observer bot. Why are you bothering? I suppose it doesn't matter. It's through nonetheless. And up it goes the next ramp. Leaves the observer bot behind. And there is the flag, which is almost toppled. I think Twig is stuck, you know. It can't topple the flag. It's not going down. It's being counted out. That's not going to count as a topple, I'm afraid. Nevertheless, Twig is through. It did what it needed to do. Had a bit of a battle with the observer bot and with the flag as well. Disappointment for one of Banter Wars' worst robots. It hoped to get rid of that reputation, but I think it just won it back. The Turtle Hopper couldn't even beat Surgery Table in the top of the flag competition, and it goes crashing out of the contest. Mario joins the Vice President.
So, Mario, what happened to your robot? It didn't seem to move.
My robot, it was a crap. It didn't even move. It get nowhere. Wahoo! No.
Do you think going back to plumbing might be a better option?
Yes. Back to the plumbing.
Okay, thanks.
Wahoo!
We're left with 4 competitors, 4 mean machines, thirsty for the blood of their opposition. Now, we've got the trials out of the way, we've got the gauntlet out of the way. We're going to go to the old formula. We're going to put them into arena and let them bash each other's circuits boards in. It's going to be hell on earth, and you're going to be witness to it. First, semi-final. Let's go. This is what Banter Wars is all about. It is the head-to-heads. The heat semi-final. First into the arena, the penetrator and the surgery table. I know where my bets are going. Not sure about you, but I'm thinking it's the same, honestly. Should be over quite soon. Penetrator did really well, actually, in the trial stages, which is more than could be said for the surgery table, which scraped through by a metre in both rounds. Can it pull up a shock in the arena? Let's find out. On we go. The penetrator, more than favourites for this one, and the surgery table is immediately toppled onto its side. I think that's all the penetrator has to do. Look at the size difference between these two. It's not even fair, really. Into the CPZ, that's where the observer bot can have his fun. But how does he get a grip on this surgery table machine? I don't think even the observer bot knows. Get out of there, penetrator. You don't want to hang around there too long. Now pushing the surgery table again into the sidewall. It's just a plaything at this point. It's all done as far as I'm concerned. Penetrator will go through to the heat final. We'll just let it have its fun. Maybe push it into the pit, maybe the grill. This, by the way, is the small arena. When we get to the grand final, eventually we will be into the main Banter Wars arena. This is where they'll go for the heat battles. Penetrator showing off its strength, boasting, showing us precisely what it can do with that menacing spike. In the CPZ again, which means the observer bot can have its fun. And almost out the arena there, surgery table. Probably where it belongs. In a bin somewhere. I think that's where it's going to end up going after this, you know. Getting flung around now by the observer bot. He wants a piece of the action too. Don't leave it all to the penetrator. And he's gone. Out the arena. Well done, penetrator. Through you go. Into the heat grand final. It was all over immediately, really, wasn't it? Not even a challenge. Penetrator might as well not have turned up. Certainly not the surgery table. A shame that it got through the trials, actually. Probably would have been better at competition, but regardless, made it this far. Well done with that, I suppose.
I'm now joined with the doctor's assistant. How does it feel to be penetrated?
What? My robot lost.
To the penetrator. So...
My robot needs more little robot juice.
Ow.
Well, what do you expect? His robot progressing through the heat semi-final? I don't think so. Anyway, next up is the Picnic Perturber and Twig. I'm going to go for the Picnic Perturber on this one. Yet to see how effective that weaponry is on the Picnic Perturber. It brews up a storm, but these are metal machines. They're not going to get blown away that easily. It's up against Twig. Very low to the ground, low ground clearance, and protected on all sides. Be difficult. And off we go. The Picnic Perturber will hope to blow Twig into the pit or onto the grill. Twig will just hope to survive, I imagine. Those blades are not causing much damage. They may look fearsome, but they're not doing anything. And Twig is trying to get to the wheels of the Picnic Perturber. It's not having much success at the moment. You can see those little saw blades on the wheels of the Picnic Perturber. I don't think they're actually active. I don't think they do anything. I think they're just for show. Then again, I think the main weaponry is for show as well. They're close to the pit now. You want to get away from there, guys. You fall in that, you're out. Moves away from it now. Now back towards the pit. Twig is stuck and hasn't been able to do much with that swinging tail. Now turns around, gets a whack on there. Very evenly matched, these two. It's actually quite dull. In fact, it's very dull. I think it's going to have to go to a judge's decision, and it's all going to come down to how much damage they've caused. Statisticians will be all over that. They've just been pushing and shoving all game, really. And that's that. It's going to go to a judge's decision. A bit dull. It's got to come down to damage received from the statisticians now. Twig gave most damage, so it's Twig that progresses to the heat final.
Now joined by Build Me a Shed. Now that last battle was about 10 times more exciting than your latest sort of news anchor reporting. How do you feel about that?
I think that's an insult, sir. I think you should apologise for that.
I'm not going to.
I think you should. Nevertheless, it was a totally boring battle. I thought, well, basically I fell asleep. I didn't even know I'd lost. The only reason I know I'd lost because you just told me.
Okay, there we have it. Doesn't even know he lost.
Thank you, sir. I shall see you later. Fuck you.
And so we're down to two. Two competitors who have fought their way through trials, tribulations, and a fair few cans of WD-40. Two competitors, one arena, and one place in the series grand final. Let's find out who's going to be there. This is the chance of one of these two competitors to make it through to the Banter Wars for the Banter Grand Final, the Penetrator and Twig. By far the most impressive so far has been the Penetrator, but Twig scraped through that last round by causing more damage. Can it do the same again here? There's the Penetrator again. No damage from the last round, of course. Doesn't even really need to be said, let's be honest. It's up against Twig. Relatively unscathed, hence its progression through to the heat final. Who's going to win? Who's going to book their place? Off we go. They come together. Penetrator's spike digs into the front of Twig, who pushes back. Seems to have a bit more pushing power, Twig, pushing the Penetrator back against the arena wall. It's a good offensive. Maybe we could get that tail into action. Now the Penetrator comes away. Those big wheels are something that Twig could possibly aim for. And now pushes again towards the sidewall. I think Twig's winning the power of the push. Now getting to the side and just edging Penetrator towards the CPZ, and that's where the Observer Bot can come in and cause bother. Penetrator in the right pickle. Looks a bit like a pickle. Now underneath, the penetrator. Twig is well on top of this battle. Penetrator hanging on by a thread, stuck on the arena wall. He's got to do a lot here to turn this battle around, but Twig once again pushes it into the CPZ, and I think the Observer bot has come to a conclusion. He's had enough of the penetrator. Go on, out you go. Sod off. Back to the trousers from which you came. Out you go. Twig through. What a surprise. Who could have seen this coming? Twig, always failing to deliver, finally delivers against the penetrator. A good pushing battle. It won it easily. Pushing the penetrator into the CPZ, from which it never returned. Twig through.
Were you doing any kind of intro at all to the tournament?
Here are a few things to try on your device. I can help you try
Alexa, stop.
Okay.
Thank
If
you.
you want this introduction later, just say, help me get started. Or check out my mobile app for some things to try.
Cram it, you old wench. Right, Vice President, carry on.
So, would you like doing like an intro to the tournament to start?
We're dealing with my robot's loss, right?
Okay. So your first robot is lost out of many. How do you feel about this?
Well, what kind of the penetrator got penetrated? I mean, what else can you say? It got well and truly fricked.
Fair enough.
Which, I mean, that Twig robot is a pile of shit. It's not going to win in the grand final, is it?
It's done better than you have.
I mean, you don't need to rub it in, Vice President. We'll see how your robot does, shall we?
Even Twig did better.
Look, just stop, right? Just stop. I hired you for a reason, and that reason was to, bow at my feet. You're supposed to be my yes man. You're supposed to say, well done, your robot did really well. I think Twig cheated. That's what you're supposed to say.
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
Right, well, at least I've got, how many? Probably got like another 5 robots in this competition, so I'll win. I've still got my ultimate champion to come back.
Right, okay, fair enough.
So
Let's carry on then.
Yeah, let's carry on. One interview Twig next, but just, fuck him, keep it short. No one cares about him.
Okay, fair enough. Over to Twig. Congratulations, Twig, on getting through to the grand final.
Twig is
Well,
happy.
thank you very much. We'll see you next time.
We have our first robot into the Banter Wars for the Banter Grand Final. Twig is heading on its way now. Repair kit in tow. Ready to face 5 more competitors, but we're yet to find out who those 5 competitors are. Join us next week, where we'll get our second robot into the series Grand Final. 6 more robots fighting for that place. Join us next time. See you later.